Hello, I'm looking at section 10.2, objective 2. In this case, what we're talking about is something in exponential form with the m over the n. The n is the root or the index. The m is the exponent or the power. So what we're going to do is we're going to simplify these by, first of all, putting them as the nth root of a and then raising that to the nth power. Okay, so here's the first example here, 8 to the 2/3. So the first thing I'm going to do is look at the root. So this is going to be 8 to the 1/3 on the inside. Now on the outside, I'm going to have this square. Oops. So, move this over a little bit here. So again, the root goes on the inside, the power goes on the outside. This is the cube root of 8. That's what this part represents. And I'm going to square the result. The cube root of 8 we know is 2, so I'm going to have 2 squared. And then 2 squared ends up giving me 4. Okay, so that's my answer for that one. Let's go on to another one, and I'll show you a little bit about the calculator too if you have this calculator. Okay, let's go to this one down here, 25 to the 3/2. So I'm going to write as 25 to the 1/2, which means 25 raised up to the 1/2, which is a square root. And then I'm going to cube that answer. So this means the square root of 25 and I'm going to cube that answer. The square root of 25 is 5, and then 5 cubed gives me 125. Okay, I'm going to let you do this one on your own. But I want to go ahead and show you this one in the calculator if you do have a graphing calculator. Let me just move this over a little bit here. Oops. I guess I can't. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to actually plug this in, 25. For any exponent, I use the arrow up key, which is right here. And I'm going to use parentheses around 3 divided by 2. And that gives me 125, so you can see how that's correct. Okay, I'm going to look at number C here. I apologize, my dog is in the background chewing a bone. She's pretty loud here. Okay, so I'm going to skip that one because it's pretty similar to this one. And let's go ahead and look at this one. So the first thing I'm going to do is the negative is on the outside, just like we looked at earlier with the other example. And I'm just going to make it 16 to the 1/2 and then cube on the outside. 16 to the 1/2 means the square root of 16. Move this over so you can see it here. The square root of 16 we know is 4. Again, the negative is still on the outside. And then I want to find 4 cubed, and again, the whole thing is negative because the negative's on the outside. 4 cubed is 64, so this becomes negative 64. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at these last two. This time the parentheses on the inside, I'm sorry, the negative's on inside the parentheses, so that's different than this one. Okay, so for this one, let me focus here. There we go, okay. I'm going to take the cube root of negative 64, and then I'm going to square that answer. The cube root of negative 64 is 4. Negative 4, I should say. Okay, so just looking at this part, the cube root of 64 is negative 4. Another way you could write this, you could write it like this. The cube root of negative 64 is 4, and then we're going to square that answer. Negative 4 squared is negative 4 times 4, which is 16. Okay, now let's look at this very last one here. So I'm going to take the square root of negative 36. And then I'm going to cube that answer. I'm going to write this as a radical. So it's the square root of negative 36. Okay, right there, this is not real. Whenever we have an index that's even, and this is negative, then we know that this is not real, so the answer would be not real for that one.